everyone, and welcome back to some more God of War Ragnarök. So, no BS or anything, let's just jump right back on into it. I've been gone for about maybe a week or something like that since I last recorded. So if nothing interesting happens now, like in between favors and stuff, I'm not gonna bother leaving any of the videos just because.
X needed an upgrade?
Lunda.
Hi there. I wanted to ask, do you want me to stop talking about your muscles and how you look and stuff? Because it seems like it's making you all wiggly, like in a bad way.
It did, but no longer.
Oh, okay. So I should stop? Sounds like I should stop.
No.
Oh, all right, handsome. You beefcake?
Okay then. Alright, so we need to let's do this. Is it here? It is.
Ah, with the mining rigs disabled, it seems a bit fresher out here.
Not seems. Is.
You're right. Thanks, brother. Brother, I've been meaning to ask. Your homeland. I'd heard the gods there wielded every flavor of power you could imagine. Lightning, fire, the whole lot.
As did I, for many years.
Oh, any chance you could recall some of that magic?
No, I have tried.
Magic is bound to the earth. When your homeland died, your powers probably went with it.
Ah, well, probably for the best. Let the past stay in the past and all that.
Wow. So he has tried to get his power back. Yeah, it's gone. That's it?
Found something good?
Yes.
Let's see, yeah.
Just curious, brother. Why don't you like riddles?
They are frivolous.
They encourage lateral thinking. Listen, there are 3 doors before you. One contains a pit of spikes, one a dragon, and one a pair of lions that haven't been fed in weeks. Which door do you open?
Lions.
The first. The pit of spikes is easily avoided.
Ah, you should pick the third, because lions that haven't been fed in weeks would be dead! Eh?
I like this riddle.
Hey.
Mimir, I never asked how it felt to lose your head.
What would you have me say? That it tickled?
Merely curious.
If you wish to derive some satisfaction from my pain, I'm afraid you'll be disappointed. Kratos swung swift and true, didn't you, brother? I felt nary a scratch.
Shame. The tunnel must open up just ahead.
Yeah. So yeah, the reason I'm not gonna include anything to you guys, the important stuff and like important dialogue and everything, and I'm gonna cut everything else out, is because I wanna save time and whatnot in videos. I just wanna save time, get all the important
Quite the sum there,
done,
brother.
We will find the ghost son.
And
Really? His request isn't a distraction?
He does not know his son's fate.
See. Okay then.
but what else? I was gonna say something else, I think. Forgot now. Oh yeah. The reason I'm saying all this is A, I still edit all my own videos and whatnot. And B, if I were to record for like 4.5 hours straight, I would literally edit the entire video, cut it in half, delete the second half, render the first half with a new recorded outro, and then the second half, put it back in, delete the first half, drag the second half over, and probably do the same thing if I have to. So, if you see me in one of the videos just playing like...
Do you regret it, Mimir?
Most likely. What are we talking about in particular?
Giving up your body?
I regret exchanging my life for my freedom? That's a question I ask myself every day, my lady.
What about today?
Today? Glad to be out in the world. How else could I spend such quality time with you?
Okay, okay.
Yeah, so, if I'm just, like, playing, like, regularly, and then randomly you see the video, like, just where I'm getting this, outro out of nowhere, and you know, video ends.
Behind you!
The Hildcrave's battle that grave will provide.
Here we go.
They gather the fear!
For later! I am
And now, invoking Lyra after what they did.
Lyra. I've never heard of it.
Really?
It was a peaceful kingdom, full of artists and poets. But it fell to ruin long ago.
And these berserkers were responsible.
Them and their accursed King Hrolf. What little blood I have still boils at the thought.
Your former home, I assume.
Let's just take this victory and move on, eh?
There is no need to shoulder this burden on your own.
Admittedly, you're shouldering the brunt of the work here. Let me worry about the emotional burden.
There. Choking right now. So it has to be 1, 2, and then one behind me. Damn. Phew.
Father,
Speak, spirit.
is that... Father, I can't see you. I wasn't quick enough. I'm so sorry I abandoned you.
Your father is dead.
What? How?
He went to find the other treasure on his own, to spare you the dangers.
It seems that in your efforts to protect one another, you each came to one of these islands on your own, and...
I've been such a fool. But thank you for telling me. Perhaps now we can see each other again.
What a shame.
In their attempt to spare the other, they both perished. There is a lesson there.
What now?
We will retrieve the treasure, then return to the father
What for?
to finish what he and his son started.
That water wheel's getting no water.
Finally.
I see. The geyser under the water wheel is blocked.
Hold on.
Something appears to be atop that island.
Perhaps the treasure the spirit spoke of.
Oh, go.
Got it.
I'm back. Don't mind me. I know you don't want me around.
I did not say that.
You don't need to. The boss sends me out the most often, and I know why. I'm unbearable. That's why you hate me.
You are not my enemy. You are irrelevant.
Yep.
A stranger.
So, you don't despise me?
I do not feel one way or the other.
That's honestly kind of a relief. I mean, yeah, you're a stranger to me too. Why should I care what you think?
Now you understand.
Fantastic, Master Kratos. I'm glad to know we do not care about each other. Get bent!
I don't know if that was necessarily the best
best
lesson,
lesson.
but, what do I know?
We could use that lift, but not while it's up there.
I got you. I know what you're saying. Right now. Hold on. Oh.
There's a key. See? Connected to the gate.
Silly, do I?
There we go.
Nice.
Quite the cache. I see why it meant so much to our lost treasure seekers. Perhaps we should go tell the father what became of his son.
Freya, when Hildisvini went to Helheim, how did he not freeze to death?
A perk of the Jofer.
The boar-shifting warriors of Vanaheim, as wise in statecraft as they are deadly on the battlefield.
So they may shift into whatever form they like.
Sure, so long as the only two shapes they'd like to shift into are human and boar.
Huh. I didn't realize that that's what you had to do.
Oh, you're back.
We have news of your son.
Oh, please, tell me.
He died trying to find the other treasure. He didn't know you were doing the same.
No. This is my fault.
He disobeyed your wishes.
Yes, because that is what sons do. I should have brought him with me. We'd be alive and rich beyond all reason. Together.
Don't blame yourself. He is at peace.
Nevertheless, Thank you for finding him. I'll seek him out in Alfheim.
I'm glad we did this, Kratos.
Yes.
And I'm sure Atreus will be as well.
Yes.
Brother, I've heard my share of stories about your homeland, but I've also heard that you once fought in a tournament.
I fought in many contests.
But this particular one, I heard you did battle with beasts, scoundrels, princesses, the undead, automatons, and history's greatest musician. That's not true, is it?
I would not speak of this.
Fair enough, brother.
I look forward to exploring Alfheim and not having to fight elves.
Oh? What makes you think that's an option?
They've united, haven't they? What possible reason would they have to attack us?
Sorry to say, but there are still plenty of elves out in the Barrens eager for conflict.
But why? Freyr united them. They fought together at Ragnarok.
For those who have spent their lives in combat, peace is not always an option.
Because they wouldn't know how to do that, really.
Thanks for collecting that.
Oh, good timing. Remember that thing I said you was gonna want to see? You better go feast your peepers before it's over.
Wait a bloody moment. Is that?
Thor's hammer
Mjolnir.
and his daughter.
Mjolnir.
I'll make you proud, Dad.
So that's where it ended up. You can actually lift it.
Well,
Nice.
good for her.
Yeah. So that's where the hammer landed, all the way in this realm. That's... Wow. So, it landed here with her, I guess.
Freya, I've always wondered, why was Freya so revered here so upon its arrival?
Well, to begin with, it wasn't his first arrival. Very few know this, but Freyr was one of the earliest visitors to Alfheim, back in the dawn of realm travel.
Oh, a bit before my time. You tell.
We believed for a long time that all the giants had died in the flood, until one of them appeared in Vanaheim. Her name was Gerd, and she came offering to teach us the secrets of traveling between realms using Bifrost light. Freyr became immediately infatuated with her. He always yearned to wander, and along came someone who could truly show him how.
Wait. Let us look this way.
Much of the sand has been cleared away, but another storm rages beyond that pass, which must mean...
Another Hafgufa.
Whoop-de-doo.
odd. It looks as though the Light Elves sealed off this section of the Barrens. Why?
Luckily for us, a very considerate goddess has enhanced our magic chisel, and we can unseal it.
My, that is lucky.
The forbidden sands lay beyond.
Contested territory, according to Bela, and another storm to endure.
I remember when Freyr and I traveled to this realm as children. The desert was healthy and full of life back then. I can't help but fear that era has ended for good and our efforts here are futile.
It's a fair concern. Healing this land will take more than a pair of singing Hafgufa. But I have to believe, in the long run, we're doing right by Alfheim. Well, best we start looking for a way underground.
Keep a lookout for a cave! I see an entrance!
archive of knowledge.
No sign of the light elves.
For now.
Maybe they've left for the day, and we can browse at our leisure.
Doubtful. What is this? Huh.
What's that?
A diagram for a sword hilt.
Weird.
Perhaps we should show it to one of the dwarves.
Yeah.
They'll know what to do with it.
Exactly.
These texts alone are not enough to end the Elven War. But restricting their access only serves those who wish to prolong it.
Taking a page out of Odin's book.
Aye. Quite the advantage for the Light Elves.
This book is sealed, but there is an inscription. Consul.
Big Veer spoke of an exile of the same name. Odds are he'd like a gander at that particular text.
All this knowledge of their ancestors, their shared history, poetry, just sitting here, forgotten. What a waste.
Ah, it appears the librarian would like a word.
Oh, where'd you
Sounds
come
like
from?
she wants that journal back.
No.
I'm gonna say, nah, bitch.
Use a shield strike!
Boy. I ain't got time.
All right, brother.
I wouldn't kill you.
She thinks she's protecting them by hiding all this knowledge away.
The elves do not need protection from their history. They need access. A new chapter awaits.
I can't seem to get the access back.
I'm impressed. Thought you were going to end her.
So did I.
When last we traveled here, after Faye passed, I killed an elf of great importance. The ramifications were dire for his people. I do not wish to make the same mistake twice.
Finally, let's go.
Freya never saw how poorly these lands fared in his absence, did he? He would appreciate our efforts out here.
Aye. Hearing the Song of the Sands again is a rare privilege, even if it's only a solo act.
Or a duet, once this Hofgufa is free.
Nice.
This architecture. It is not of the Dark Elves.
An abandoned ancient settlement by the look of it. Built long before the Lightwell's creation.
More hive matter as well.
I'd say we're on the right track then.
Ah, okay. I was gonna say.
This kind of hive material is sensitive to sound. How odd. When I last came here with you and Atreus, I assumed the absence of Alfheim's light was an aberration. I didn't realize it was covered by hive.
Aye. And as far as the Dark Elves are concerned, it's that light column in the center of the temple that's the aberration. Just look at how old some of these surfaces are. Far older than the light well, or even our trapped Halfgiffer for that matter.
That's quite the empathetic.
Well, dangle from a burly god's backside for a few winters, and you'll find yourself looking for all sorts of new perspectives.
More hive, but denser. Maybe the Twilight Stone on the ground will help. Well, there you go.
Enemies on the left! Good riddance! Behind you! Incoming poison!
Lighthouse.
Poison from above!
Enemy behind you, Kratos!
Alright, showing him.
Light elves don't often travel underneath the barrens, do they?
Territory changes hands often in Alfheim. Or so it appears.
Big Veer did mention that these ruins have historical significance for the Light Elves. I assume they're only here to keep intruders out.
Well, at least they tried. What's this? That hive doesn't like sound, remember?
Good eye. Let's continue, shall we? Above you, brother!
I hope freeing these Hofgufas will allow them to breed again. It was a dazzling display. The skies of Alfheim filled with their song.
I imagine it's the lack of fresh light has caused this pair to grow abnormally large. No use in having babies if there's nothing for them to feed on.
Trying to protect their children from a harsh world. I can relate. I wonder if these two comprehend the choice they face once free.
What choice do you speak of?
The life cycle of the Hofgufa. In order to breed, they must pass on their light to their children.
And without light, they will die.
I suppose that's all any of us can hope for in the end. That our death has a purpose. That we can live on through our children. Given another chance, I know what choice I would make. Good. Almost there. Well done. Time to set it loose.
Aye, back to the surface then. Right, you watch out!
A pipe.
Used in many of Freyr's blessings, I imagine.
The fate of these creatures reminds me of a story.
Does it?
There once was a blacksmith whose king commanded him to construct a box that could contain all the evils of the world. But no metal could hold such a power. So the blacksmith used the flame of...
Kratos, is this a story meant to ease my grief?
Perhaps it is just a story. A way to pass the time.
I appreciate the sentiment, but... well, your stories...
What about my stories?
I wouldn't exactly call them a comfort.
Fair. Mimir is the better storyteller.
Now, don't sell yourself short, brother. You've come a long way from the days of laconic fables.
It's okay. Finish your story, Kratos.
The blacksmith's daughter was the key to unlocking the box. He died trying to protect her from those who would open it.
Is this the story of...
Well,
or...
at least it's a relatable story.
I feel like that's from one of the previous God of War games, which By the way, some good news actually. I don't know if you guys have heard it or not, but as of the time of recording this video, the previous God of War games, Sony, I guess, actually decided to take all the previous God of Wars, like the first through however many there are before God of War 2018. They decided to take all of them and get them converted for PC. So we're gonna get a PC version of all of them soon. There. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, that's what I was looking for. Okay, that makes sense. Loud. That's it, it's free that way, right?
Stories are of no comfort. Take solace in knowing you did what you thought was best for your son's safety. Even these creatures know. There is little choice for a parent. You are not alone.
I'm not, am I? And now neither are they.
Get misty. It's beautiful.
Understand it. They're going through each other. I don't understand it. What? Whoa, what's going on?
Thank you, Kratos.
What are you doing?
This land sings once more.
I don't get it.
We've done good here.
I'm confused. Are they parent and child or what?
No rush to leave yet, is there? Who knows what kind of adventures await us in a freshly lit Barrens?
So they were always gonna die and turn into tiny ones that just go all around? What? You little piece of shit, stop moving. There you go. No! Got it. 26 of 48. Lordy.
A monument to Freya. I wonder if he ever saw this.
Probably not.
That's odd. The runes are dark.
I'm grateful to see Freya remembered this way. But what purpose does all this serve?
Difficult to say without an inscription. But it looks like the elves built this place together, light and dark. Which means this would have been their first act of cooperation in generations. A far cry from lasting peace, but perhaps it served as a monument. One that symbolizes the potential for peace.
This statue may have survived Freya's absence, but a truce clearly did not. Monuments are useless to those who ignore their message.
He didn't create a truce through diplomacy alone. His godhood, his very presence is what healed this land and allowed peace to take root. But once he left, he had to have known what would happen.
Well, he had good reason to leave. Some jackass convinced his sister to marry a madman.
Says about yourself.
You said monuments are useful. Why restore this one?
It was hidden for some time. Perhaps now it can serve as a reminder.
Aye. Nothing reminds people of their history like chiseled, well-lit marble.
these crystals contain their own light.
You're right. Normally we'd have to provide our own. Perhaps slotting a crystal on the opposite side could shed some light on this mystery.
Ugh.
There.
That did something. Oh, yes. The ring of crystal shards glow.
Looks like we can read the inscription now as well. In honor of the Enlightened One, may his gift of light shine eternal.
The light from the crystals. It is in the sand now.
Would you look at that? Freyr's gift endures after all. Or should I say, his presence?
You are not funny.
Even when Freyr was actually here, the peace was fragile. Surely a bit of extra light in the desert isn't enough to make it last.
Before I met Faye, I could not imagine a life of peace. After her death, in our travels to Jotunheim, I found peace on my own. It remains my responsibility to make it last.
I only hope his guidance will last this time.
We will see. But he has given them a chance.
Freyr, getting back to your brother learning to realm travel. You said he fell in love with his teacher.
Yes.
Hold that door. I think it's about to get violent.
Light elf architecture. It's massive.
A token.
A badge of honor. The elves made a few of these. They'd hang them up outside their
Nasty hit! You all right, brother?
Locked.
Phew.
It requires 2 keys.
What are they keeping back there?
That's the beauty of a locked door. It could be anything. Monsters, treasure. Knowing our luck, it'll be a bit of both. Freyr, getting back to your brother learning to realm travel. You said he fell in love with his teacher.
Yes, Girth. Someone he could wander with as never before. So, wander they did, exploring the world tree from root to branch. But one day, it came time for Girth to wander away. Freyr was heartbroken, and resolved himself to perform some great feat to win her back. He set his aim on the grandest of gestures. He intended to be the first to find the elusive source of Bifrost light. And he succeeded, although quite by accident. Freyr believed he navigated best while fortified by a potent blend of Vanir herbs. When he wandered, he wandered. And he managed to wander from the World Tree directly into the Lake of Souls.
Oh.
The elves have never seen anybody come out of the lake before, so it got some attention.
Oh, that is bloody hilarious.
I don't know whether he worked his charms at that point or they just assumed him to be a great deity. But of course, he hadn't made this journey in search of responsibility, so he didn't stick around long. Still, the legend of his manifestation was passed along through the ages. It even endured after the Great Division, remembered by light and dark elf alike. So when at last he returned, he was uniquely situated to gain the trust of both sides and help to create a truce. The problem was, both sides trusted only him. So the peace could only last as long as he stayed around to keep it. And with the long war dragging on without an end in sight, I suppose making any kind of peace was an irresistible notion for him. Even if it meant having to rule.
So, which is your favorite of Gavasia's poems, brother?
Why would I choose a favorite?
What the fuck?
It's vulnerable, getting close!
Nicely done! Keep on it!
Now, attack the rune!
What rune? What are you talking about? What rune?
Yelpa!
Close in! Attack!
Need to take out those springs, brother!
Where's oh, there's the other one.
Yelpa!
Close in! Attack!
Weaken!
One more. Last one, last one, last one. Where's the last one? Over there? No, it can't be. Oh, it is!
Yelpa!
Bitch. That's what happens when you fuck with me. You die. Yeah. Open it. Good fucking bird. There we go.
Perhaps we can bring these two animals back to Vanaheim, or Midgard even. Becky and Svanna could use the company. We have kennels.
It would not go well for them. Once a predator becomes accustomed to a land, it is cruel to move them.
I suppose you're right. It just seems lonely out here.
It is peaceful. They have each other. It is enough. A gravestone. No doubt a Berserker awaits.
You know, Freyr loved to breed Gulan pups in Vanaheim. I wonder if these two are the descendants of the Gulan he brought here long ago.
That explains how they got to the desert. Another gift for the Dark Elves. Yalti the Stolid.
Hey! That sword doesn't belong
To these spirits.
It's a symbol of their betrayal, their cruelty personified. The sooner we're done with it, the better.
If I can make peace with my blades.
I suppose you're right. If Skofnung rids the land of these bastards, I can stomach its presence a bit longer. I wonder, how'd these two pups end up yoked to the sled?
Ever try flying in a sandstorm? I imagine Freyr showed the Dark Elves that Gulan could be trained to pull a plow. They must have found new uses for them once the sandstorm arrived. I imagine they're now bred to aid in traveling the surface. We're heading back to Vanaheim?
There's work to be done. A lost spirit still trapped in the river delta. Perhaps we can put them to rest.
Sounds like a plan.
Give me a gander at those blades, will ya? I think I can improve.
Appreciate it.
Feels half crazy to say it, but I got a good feeling about that Thrud girl. Never minding what family she came from.
I quite agree. She's an impressive young woman.
I thought you might. Why, I ain't never seen anyone quite so awestruck as when she laid eyes on you back at the hole. Like meeting her idol.
She was apparently quite eager to learn from all the Valkyries. Now that she has Mjolnir, I expect her next stop will be to begin training with Sigrun.
I think Brock and Sindri would be happy knowing that hammer's finally with someone worthy to wield it. And a future Valkyrie, no less.
True.
Hey, Freya! How you doing?
I'm fine.
On that, madam, we are agreed.
What? Oh. Oh, thank you?
Anytime.
Did you just hit on Freya? For real? You just hit on Freya.
Brother, in my travels, I heard of a great battle in your homeland, at a place called the Gates of Fire.
The Hut Gates.
You were there?
No.
Is that regret in your voice?
I did regret not dying there for many years, but no longer.
More Sather markings. Gunhild's companions can't be that far ahead. Look what they've done to this place.
Not kidding.
Sigil arrows won't work on this.
Looks like more of Lunda's old armor. Nearly have the complete set now. Learn anything?
Over there. Those are the lost Sather spirits. Friends of Gunhild.
They don't look very friendly anymore, do they?
Let us put them to rest.
Nasty hit! All right, brother!
Thought you'd have to go on to the overpass over there, or whatever, to get that.
Are you done?
Yeah, no. Wanted to get a chest.
Protect yourself!
That's showing him. I think that's the last of them.
Damn it. I knew these souls. I would have thought them smarter than to meddle with Sather magic.
They were desperate.
And now they're dead. Good riddance.
You blame yourself.
And
It will not lessen your pain.
let's return to Gunhild. Unless you'd like to condescend more?
I do not.
Beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah.
I wish things had gone differently.
Oh.
But these Sather are at rest now.
Fuck's the bird?
Incoming! Above you! What's it say, brother?
Probably shit.
Looks like that worked.
I was guessing that would work, and I was right. Yeah. Whatever it is. I want to go with yeah.
Is it done?
It is done.
Your friends are at peace.
Good.
And I'm sorry. Had I been here, I would have prevented this.
Do you think us lost babes, incapable of making our own choices?
No, but
We made a mistake, but it was ours to make, not yours to prevent, even if you had been hurt.
Yes, you're right. Goodbye, Gunhild.
Goodbye, my goddess.
Kratos,
Whoa.
thank you for taking the time to help my people.
I helped no one. They were already dead.
Oh, but you did. You put their spirits at ease, and that has eased my spirit as well. I feel lifted.
Enjoy it. It will not last.
You're right. There are most certainly other corrupted sisters out in the realms.
You always know how to end on a cheery note, brother.
Good thing we didn't miss this. What is this?
Ravens, the ones we've been destroying. Odin's little spies.
Free are we, free of the Father. Our half-lives now belong to no other.
The Father. Odin, I presume?
I don't know, but there's definitely something more going on here.
A gift of life, a gift in death, to its mother forever, the All-Father's breath.
Odin must have created these creatures. But how?
I haven't the foggiest. They came after my time with him. But perhaps we should continue to destroy any of Odin's ravens we find. Aha! Another fallen piece of Asgard. Something seems a bit different about this one.
Different.
Dunno. I've just a funny feeling.
Your analytical mind knows no bounds.
Hang on a minute. Is this a prison?
It would seem so.
Let's continue. Might be something useful inside.
Maybe.
This place goes deep. We should head downward.
Ah, yes. I'm sure there's nothing especially dangerous at the bottom of an Asgardian prison.
I do not.
If the Einherjar survived Ragnarok, perhaps some of the inmates did as well.
Let us find out.
must be a way to reach the lower levels. Just need to find a way down.
Dwarf.
Recognize him, Mimir?
I do not, sadly. Of course, the Einherjar disappeared a fair few dwarven rebels during the occupation. I suspect this is one of them. Careful, brother! You're covered in bygone! That's an elf, but not a particularly high-ranking one. So what did Odin have to gain by imprisoning them?
I'd say information, but why keep them locked up afterward? Why not just kill them?
Another one! Left side! Nasty hit! Go right!
I don't know. A gardener, perhaps? Dreamshade is difficult to keep alive, even under the best conditions, but this... He gave all his strength to keep it alive.
Then it is right. You should have it.
Odin hid something here. I know it. We should find a way to the cell on the other side.
Right flank!
Freya! I can't believe it.
Wait,
Tyr?
that can't be.
What?
Lord Tyr.
The real
Is
Tyr?
this an illusion?
No, brother. No, I think it's the real deal.
Mimir? Is that you, old friend?
In all the important ways, aye.
There was such a commotion. If Odin learns what you've done...
Odin's
Odin
dead.
is dead.
The realms are at last free of him. You're safe.
Odin's dead.
And Asgard fallen.
So the reign of the Aesir is truly over.
Yeah.
That's quite a lot to take in.
Well, look at you.
And you are?
His name is Kratos.
Kratos. I know that name.
Come. You need real shelter. Food.
No. No, what I need most now, I think, is to reflect on what you've told me. I need space, if you would grant me that.
Sure.
Very well. Our home is in the realm between realms for the moment. You can find us there when you're ready.
Kratos.
Wow.
I know you from somewhere.
Greek.
I'm sure it will come back to me.
Until then.
Wow, so he is alive. Wow, look at him. He really is alive! And this isn't fake. Wow.
You believe that was truly him?
It's hard to trust anything after what we've been through. But with Odin gone, I've no cause to doubt it.
Our paths will cross. Of that I'm sure.
Why, that's the dwarven sound device Sindri used during the Battle of Ragnarok. We might still find use for it yet. Well, now we know what this prison's for. This is where Odin stashed those he would camouflage himself as.
Makes sense. If you're going to imitate someone, you wouldn't want them walking around.
Why not kill them?
He must need them alive in order to assume their form.
Aye. Odin likely wanted Tyr dead for a multitude of reasons. But he knew Tyr would be more useful alive.
Your God of War has truly returned. What now?
He'll want to stretch his legs, I imagine. Imprisonment stokes wanderlust. Not that I need to remind any of us of that. Now, let's see which armpit of Muspelheim that seed leads to, huh?
Muspelheim. I thought the climate would be pleasant after Midgard's winter. I was wrong.
Aye, but it's a dry heat.
Well, I could sharpen that axe for you.
An ash petal. Kratos, the flower.
I knew he'd left something behind. Any of these challenges catch your eye? Here they come!
Kratos, a chest appeared. We completed the challenge, but there's more here we haven't seen. Could there be other arenas?
Okay, I'm just gonna end the video here because A, I'm tired, B, I have a lot of editing to do. I already have the previous clip fully edited. I just gotta edit this one now, which will take me about 20 to 30 minutes. Because the previous clip took me about 20 to 30 minutes. So I'm gonna go ahead and edit this, and then I think next video I do on the game will be Valhalla Part 1. Yeah, I'm gonna try to just finish up every other quest in my own time, or favorites in my own time. So I'll do all of the Odin's Ravens and all the other things, and then I'll do Valhalla Part 1 once the entire base game is done. And, yeah. Nothing else to say. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, give it a massive thumbs up. Click that subscribe button and click on bell to all bell notifications. And I'll see you all for Valhalla Part 1. Take care. Peace out.